Wow, that was beautiful, Kim. I can imagine what Reg must have felt like when she first heard you sing. Now, I heard when we were still off camera, these two guys are also fans of Evanescence. I'm kind of more familiar with Evanescence than the Course, okay? But I'm the clueless one here when it comes to the music scene. So can I ask both of you to do something from Evanescence?
Grabe.
I'm gonna put them on the spot.
Oh my.
You're gonna sit up. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay, sure.
Uh, 1, 2, 3. Wake me up!
Let my blood to run.
Can't wake up.
Before I come undone.
Save me.
Save me from the nothing I've become.
Bring me to life. Okay na yun, okay na yun. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Wow. So who says that opera singing has no place in rock?
Sorry,
It
ako yung
has.
off-pitch dun, pero
Parang may mali yata akong lyrics lang. But anyway.
Okay lang yun.
basta yun yung basic gist.
Okay lang yun.
Yeah.
Actually, kanina nga, when you mentioned that you started singing Regine Velasquez songs, I also wanted to ask you to do a line from there. You said that you learned at the age of what? 5?
Three.
3? Narito ako.
Sa mga ulap at bituin.
Ayan, oh my goodness.
Ang sarap pakinggan. Ang sarap pakinggan. Would you say that hindi purist ang opera singing mo? Because I heard some people
Definitely
say, mga purist na opera singers, pag kumanta sila ng pop, dala pa rin nila yon. They cannot like get out of it. But apparently, you could like easily switch from both genres.
Well, I haven't sung in a long time. So, and a lot of my experience in teaching from about 2010 until 2020 was really mostly on pop singing. Not because I wanted to, but because most of my students wanted to sing pop songs. So, I think that made the adjustment.
Now, for the benefit of those who may not be familiar with opera singing, like we've been talking about classical opera, I don't even know, are these two terms interchangeable? When you say, I'm trained in classical singing, I'm trained in opera, is that the same?
If it's classical and opera, I guess it's probably the same thing.
It's interchangeable.
Na-curious ako bigla. Kasi when you took up voice in college, let's go back to college era Kim. What was the dream? What was the goal? And is it very different from like where you ended up? Like where life took you?
Well, I think it was how I wanted to be in college, or what I wanted to take up as a course in college was more clear to me than what I wanted to be after I graduated. We could say it that way. But then maybe back then I was looking into like taking a master's in probably jazz studies, but that wasn't really available here then. So I was looking into studying abroad, and I was also thinking of maybe someday I'll have my own music school, but back then, para bang I didn't have a school. I mean, I didn't even teach or anything. So, it was just all in the cloud.
So the dream has come true. You have a music school.
Yeah.
Like when you like take a step back, look around, are you just amazed sometimes at how things shook out? Like would college era Kim be like so amazed or surprised? What do you think?
I wouldn't say I would be amazed, but I don't think I really expected any of this. I mean, it wasn't what I had in mind. I mean, I never thought we would sell pianos in the first place. As in, it wasn't something I've ever imagined. We're just happy that we're here, and we're grateful for all the support we've had, because it really wouldn't have been possible if it were just Reginald and myself. I mean, it was really the collective effort of so many people, not just the teachers who are working with us right now, but also all the other teachers who worked with us before, and all the other people who believed in us, not just bosses, not just You know, I mean, even those people who just enrolled their kids, I mean, all of that come into play.
When did the interest in jazz music start?
Oh, we had a subject way back in college. I think it's, besides for voice students, it's about contemporary music. So we had to perform music by composers from the 20th century. So with that, you know, the jazz genre comes along. So we performed a couple of jazz standards. And I think I had some encouragement from some classmates and some teachers na parang, hey, parang I think your voice could fit jazz. So that's when I started becoming more interested in the genre.
Do you think in a different life, Kimberly Tan would be more more of a jazz singer?
I'm not closing the possibilities for that.
There's still a chance.
Do you play instruments?
I play the piano, but not as good as everyone else in this studio.
Oh yeah. So what do you, going back to the studio, you're talking about Sounds Cradle, of course. What's going to be happening? What's in store for the next few years for Sounds Cradle?
Where do you see yourself in the next 4 years, 11 months, and 17 days?
4 years, 11 months, and 17 days. That's quite a short time.
So random.
Well, it really depends on how things pan out. We're hoping to move into we're hoping to stay here because we've invested a lot in renovating the place. But, you know, given the opportunity, we would love to have our own place.
Okay.
Yeah, we would love to have our own place wherein we could still have a performance hall like the one we have here, the Kaiserberg Recital Hall. Although hopefully it would be a little bigger than this one because this one can just house about 50 to 60 audience members. Maybe a hall that could have maybe 100 or 150 guests. We would love to host a lot of events and support more musicians.
Malayo pa, pero malayo na. Kasi I've seen the growth eh. Like, you started at that first place, which did caught fire. Pero, you moved into a bigger place, and now an even bigger one, and this one with a recital hall talaga. And so it's onward and upward talaga for Sounds Cradle in the next few years.
So be sure to follow us on Facebook, Sounds Cradle, so you're going to get to know what are the events that Kim was also talking about. And this might also be a good time for you to take a look at this video where we're going to give you a tour at one of the busiest times of Sounds Cradle, but this is actually more than usual. Check it out.
For our audio-only listeners, what we were showing is a tour of the entire Sounds Cradle compound, basically, from the Kaiserberg showroom to the recital hall to all the classrooms to even the lounge area and actually the living quarters where there are students all around talaga. So it was a full day for Sounds Cradle.
That's right. So if you want to check out what are the classes they're offering, what are those classes again?
Okay, na-practice ko to. Na-practice ko to.
Wala na mali.
Ko-correct ako ni President pag mali. Voice, violin, piano, guitar, drums, and of course, ukulele, and also bass if you're interested. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Wait, when you say bass, laging bass guitar?
No bass singing. De, joke lang. Bass guitar. Tuturuan ka paano kumanta na ganitong kababa. Ganitong kababa.
So they have 7 possible classes, but there's going to be more. So just check out. And they have special workshops as well, right? So once in a while, they offer special workshops, special training. The events, some are open to the public, some are not. just check out on Facebook, Sounds Kradle.
Kim, will you promise us one thing?
What is it?
When you
That makes me
finally-
nervous.
When you finally have your jazz, call it concert, recital, jazz gig at Tago Jazz, will you invite us?
Sure. If that's ever gonna happen, though.
We're going to will it into existence, guys.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you so much for watching Kradle Kast. Please do follow us on Facebook. We actually have a separate Facebook page for Kradle Kast. That's Kradle with a K and Kast with a K, just like Kimberly with a K.
And thank you again to our special guest today, Miss Carlene Kimberly Kwok Tan, the president of Sounds Cradle. God bless you all.
Kast. Yeah, thank you so much.